Yo, welcome back to Mikeland. In the last one we got to build the most awesome ancient looking mountain road. Today we're doing something. And at the end you're also getting a brand new highly realistic surface. But first, let's see some feedback from the last one. Both Oliver and Luke suggested that given the ancient look of this build, the invisible parking from Dome would make more sense in here. And we will do just that. But first, let me show you how to get rid of these nasty shadows. Go to graphics settings and make sure you have the advanced option turned on. Now look for terrain cast shadows and disable it. And bam!
Magic.
No more nasty shadows. Oh, hope it's nothing serious. Look at that beautiful dodge. Now let's replace these parking lots. As you can see, I have no idea where the entrance is, but I'm gonna fix it later with Move It. Let's also get some side parking. Now let's find the entrance. Get Move It and select the parking lot. The entrance is indicated by these things. Let's turn it around and see what we got. Get the Better Bulldozer mod and enable the markers option. And bam, we can clearly see that this is indeed connected. And we can also see that the parking lot is facing the right direction. Now let's also fix these ones. Let's see how we did. All facing the right direction and connected to the invisible road. Just gonna nudge this one a bit and we're good to go. Let's do something similar on this one. Time to see if the parking lots are working, so let's do a hyperlapse. And as you can see, the Sims are definitely using the parking lots, even the side ones. It does look more realistic now. And that's a perfect slide parking. Now we also got a comment from the Peritrope, saying that Sims should take a shit before disappearing. So let's build them a simple toilet. This lucky Sim got away this time. Alright, let's make some more room for the new path. As I also got this comment from Chinmei, saying that Sim should enter a cave before taking the long walk under. Gonna use a bigger path this time. And this pine surface comes in handy once again. Now let's get our toilet. Gonna go with this shed from the UK pack. Let's also give it a more toilet look. And we got our toilet. Time for the cave. Let's first flatten the terrain a bit. Gonna use the contemporary arch in a very clever way. Let's make sure they're at the same height and move them into position. We should do some more in front, and again make sure they're at the same height. Let's make the surrounding terrain a bit more natural looking. Time for the tip of the day. Get the random boulder, disable the snap upright, and enable the snap to the surface of an object. Now check this out. The boulder will stick to the arch structure. But be careful while using such a powerful tool, or you may end up with a weird structure. How crazy is that? Looks like some aliens made this. Alright, show's over. Let's get rid of it. Now, as I was saying, I'm gonna carefully place the boulders on top of the arch, and it's gonna slowly turn into a cave. The cave is taking shape. Let's trim off the excess. We can also make the entrance a bit more interesting. These are a bit short, so I'm gonna squeeze some more boulders in here. Now that's a proper cave entrance. Let's also use some smaller rocks for a better look. I got another ace up my sleeve for this one. We can use this metro station point for a highly classified entrance. Look at this beauty. Let's get it into position. That's a cool looking secret entrance. Now let's reconnect the path. Gonna start by working the terrain, of course. Time to make it functional with the invisible path. Now let's try to reconnect this to the old one. And we got a connection. Let's trim off the excess. Time for the cool factor. Look at that, we already got the first travelers. Ha, the guy even laughs in the face of danger. That's f***ing great, bro. Look at them go. And he's gone. That's pretty f***ing awesome. We got more sims coming. Our cave is really popular and not so secret anymore. Alright, let's continue the cool factor. And there we have it, a not so secret cave entrance to a walk for eternity. Alright, time for the next build. But completely unrelated to that, I've recently discovered that you can also paint the service vehicles, like this helicopter here. I never liked these colors, so let's give it a proper rescue helicopter look. That's more like it. Now let's do a custom local police station. Gonna first use a normal UK one. Let's place it in the corner. Time for the better bulldozer magic. That should be enough for now. Let's fix the fence situation in here. As you know me already, this doesn't cut it for me. So let's get a police service block and tuck it inside the building. Now let's select the service block and get ourselves some jail facility. Gonna disable snapping so I can place this wherever I want. And I'm gonna tuck it right in this corner outside, so that inmates also get some good fresh air while thinking about all the wrong they did. I'm curious if this will actually be used by the game animation. Now let's get our service block once again and get a police helicopter, of course. Look at that, already busy patrolling. Alright, let's do a proper fence in here. This looks way too clean for my taste, so let's steal the decal we used on the other helipad. Perfect, that's better. Now let's get my lawn surface and show CEO once again how grass should look like. And now it's time for the new surface reveal, my Concrete 01. Check out the difference in 3, 2, 1. Look at this realistic awesomeness. This surface is inspired by Real Vision, but it's highly modified so that it has seamless tilings. And look at those realistic edges I've made for this one. You can of course use this in many different rundown industrial situations. Even on big structures like this one, because the tiling is perfect. And bam! How cool is this? Realistic detailing with just 2 clicks. Now here's how you get this. As mentioned before, in order to keep things organized, I'm providing all my packs in this one video for my channel. In case you don't find it, it's in the Mikeland playlist. This new surface has been added to my V2.1 pack. So if you have it already, you're gonna essentially make an update now. Download it once again. Unzip it. And copy the custom surfaces. And paste it in the extra assets importer folder. As mentioned before, Windows is smart enough to keep your old assets in there, and only adding or replacing updated assets. So you're essentially making an update with just copy-paste. Going into the folder, you can clearly see my new Concrete 01 surface. Enjoy! Alright, now let's continue the cool factor. Oh shit, seems all the inmates have escaped. If this happens, just get your service block but move it up and down once, and bam. Oh good once again. Now let's check out the night view of this thing. Yep, just as suspected, it's pretty dark in here, so you need some cool factor into the night also. Now that's what I'm talking about. And we got to see a helicopter landing into the night. How cool is that? How cool is that? Alright, back to the daylight. These parking lines look a bit too clean for me. Here's the best method of making them look way more realistic, with this surface from G87. You can either do this the easy way and draw a simple rectangle on top of the lines, or go the hard way, as I'm doing right now. And bam, that's how some realistic marking lines look like. Let's also do these ones. Much better than before. This side could be smaller. Oh shit! So lesson learned. Be careful while messing around with the surfaces. Anyway, gonna just redo it. Look at that stunning grass surface. Whoops, I got the plastic concrete. Let's replace it with a real one. There you go, much better. I just noticed we could use some arrows on this tiny parking lot. And let's use the same wear down method as before. That's perfect. And with that, you got your realistic build of the day from Mikeland. In the next one, we're gonna go back to the mountains and build something really awesome in there. Now let's get that heli ride.